you want me to start talking? No.
Yeah, that's good there. I love that. What up, Ben?
Yo.
What are we doing?
Out here on the range, just practicing. We're going to go play 9 holes. No swing thoughts. We're just getting ready for the first PGA Tour event of the season coming up next week. So I'll take you out with me. We've got first hole of the day. We've got the 10th here at Moonah Links on the Legends course. It's into the wind. We've got 178. I'm going to hit a 4-iron, which is a lot of club generally, but we're going to do it. Now I'll need a golf ball. Just definitely need a golf ball. Playing a Titleist. Lucky enough to be sponsored by the best ball in golf. All right, like I said, we're here on the back 9. It's raining, into the wind, cold. Gonna hit that little 4-iron, get it on the green somewhere. Middle of the green's a nice shot. It's nice, it's straight at it. Straight from the range. Oh, it's about 20 short, but wind stronger than we thought. Played havoc on that one. All right, we'll definitely not enough club there. The pin's at the back. Now that early morning dew with the wet rain that we've had, you can see that dewy ground. So I've been asked this in the past, and what generally happens is the club will either A, bounce, or because there's no friction in between the ball, you get that little bit of moisture, the ball will skid off. So when it's wet, yeah, A, need to have a shorter swing because it jumps off the face. And then B, you got to allow for a little bit more release on the ground. It's going to run out that little bit extra. Just like that. That ran out way more than I thought it would. That's okay, we'll hold that just. All right, we got a little uphiller for par, right to left. Dewy greens. Commit to the stroke. We need to start with a nice 3 here. Turn. Not quite what we wanted on the first hole, but plenty of birdies out there. Bogeyed the first. All right, we got a 270 meter par 4. Generally, it's very drivable, but again, this morning it's quite windy, cold, wet, can't feel my hands. So we're going to hit a 4-iron. Go a little bit off plan and leave ourselves like a 60-70 meter pitch, which is definitely birdieable, especially after the bogey on the first. We'll make sure we're not doing anything silly. Just going to hit it straight up the middle with a little tight draw. Just a little bit on the right side, but it kicks right to left there. No problem. Little 70 meter shot in. All right, we got a little blind second shot with a wedge. Got 102 to the pin, into the wind. It's a perfect little gap wedge, I think, for today's conditions. Gap wedge being a 50 degree for me. Try and get a line of that pin. It's tough being a short guy. All right, I'm just going to go straight over the pin here. Okay. And we got a wedge. So the old Justin and I were talking about this, but we're going to do a wedge count. So I'm going to try and hole a wedge shot through the course of this videoing, me playing holes. So there'll be a counter on the screen up here somewhere, Justin, I imagine. Let's see if we can hole this one, mate. 102. Oh, that's straight at it. Chance. Can't see it, but should be close. Could be 1 from 1. Ooh, that'd be special. Be getting a lotto ticket if that's in. It's a little bit long, a little bit long of the hole, that's all right. Still got a birdie chance. Looks like we got a little bit of right. It's actually looks a little bit left to right. Pretty flat surface. Be pretty nice to hole one of these. Get back to even par after that start on the first, which wasn't ideal. Positive vibes. See if I can get the right distance. Left it short, right in the jaws. Oh well, tap in par is never a bad thing, Justin, never a bad thing there. Oh, easy four. All right, the 12th, par 5. Beautiful hole. There's a blind over the hill for the second shot. We got 490 meters. It's again, it's a normally quite an easy shot, normally quite an easy tee shot. Today the bunkers are really in play, so going to hit it like a fiddly little cut down there just to get it in play. Tee it a little bit lower. Aim the feet left. Perfect. We're in the fairway. And step number 1. Knock it on the green, eagle time. All right, we've still got a long way, 250 into the wind, cold, all that sort of stuff. Got a blind second shot. I should be able to reach it in 2 here. There's a kind of little downslope before the green. If I give it a good smash, got 3 wood. Going to aim up at the telegraph pole up in the distance. See if we can make a birdie. Oh, foot slipped, but we got onto it. That should be on the green.
Nice.
Beautiful. Warming up.
Good sound.
Warming up, mate, warming up. Let's make a birdie, huh? Get some positive vibes going. So we're just short of the green there. We might putt it, get the old Texas wedge out, or the other option's a lob wedge. Could do with chipping one in, get a bit of good vibes going. I think in a tournament situation here, seeing the lie, I think I'd chip this. It's definitely working its way downhill, a little bit left to right. Again, going back to the conversation earlier with the dewy grass, it's probably going to release a little bit more than anticipated. See if we can knock it in. Or go right. Not bad. Tailed off a little bit to the left. I actually thought it was going to go that way, but I'll take it. Let's knock it in for birdie, mate. All right, let's make our first birdie of the round. Get me back to even par. Yeah, the first tournament coming up next week. This is good preparation. Put myself under a little bit of tournament pressure with you guys watching. It's a pretty straight putt, I'd say, uphill. Yep. Easy work, easy work. Good to make a birdie. I'm stressing. You guys are watching me here on YouTube. Don't know why, but I've made a bogey the first, and now we're back with a birdie. I feel a little bit more comfortable. I was nervous. You're getting me prepared for the tournament, so I'll give you the tip. All right, got a long par 4 here. It's playing. It's 390 meters from this tee. We've got it's a little bit downwind though, which is good. When it's downwind, you can just let it fly. There's some birds down in the distance. I'm going to aim at, pick a point near them. Obviously not them because they're going to fly away. Might go that little brown patch on the top of the hill. See if we can make another birdie. Should have a wedge in here. Straight up the middle. Happy with that one. Let's go, birdie time again. We've got 103. It's the same yardage as I had on the other hole. Best thing to do in this scenario when you can't see the pin is pick out something in the direct line above the pin or behind if you have the option. If there's trees behind, pick a tree out. Generally, if you pick something in front as an amateur golfer, you're going to hit it to that spot, which is not ideal. So better to pick something long. I'm going to go for, again, it's really important to get the correct line when you can't see it, but there's a little V in the top of the trees up there. I'm going to go straight for that. 102, playing about 100 downhill. And 2 or 3 downwind, so 97. We've got another wedge, so let's try and hole this one again. Fraction right, but it kicks left off there, so it might be close. Not the best strike, but should be pin high. Let's roll that one in.
These poor slubby guys coming back on the channel.
Yeah, Changy, if you're watching this, I actually play from where my ball lands. So I'm looking forward to playing you. We'll have you on in a few weeks' time and see if you can. I might have to give you 5 or 6 shots, I'd say. You're a scratch golfer. But you might need 10 shots actually. All right. So we've got a little downhill right to lefter. Now, it'd be a really good one to hole. I was pin high, but again, a little bit right of the hole. Wasn't the best wedge shot in the world, but we're on the green. Let's see if we can hole a nice 20-footer. A little bit right to left, maybe a foot. Oh, got one. Fist pump there. What is this is for you, Vokey, as well. You do something like this all the time when I'm watching you. I don't know what that means, mate. You could probably chime in, letting me know what you do these ones and all this sort of stuff. But I look forward to seeing you, mate, when they're back on tour next week. But give it these ones. Don't know how far. Oh, 413. 413 this par 4. It's really quite a tight hole. I like to hit a little, my go-to kind of fairway finder shot. And if you guys don't have a fairway finder shot, I'd very much I'd very much suggest getting one. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there as I was trying to figure out where I was going to hit the shot. So we got the bunker down the middle of the fairway. My fairway finder's a little fade, so I'm just going to peel it onto the bunker, starting that little bit left and hit it nice and low. I tee it down low, aim left, and get a little bit steep on it. It's just my little bunter. Sometimes it draws as well, but at the end of the day, all we're trying to do is get it in the fairway, which that is, and then we'll go and make a birdie. 150. 150. We're uphill, probably like 4 or 5, I'd say uphill. It's quite steep. So I was playing about 155 into the wind again. Might add on a little bit, so I might be playing about 163. Gonna hit a 7-iron. Commit to this. We were talking earlier about practice swings, and good thing for you amateur golfers is to not make too many, but make one where you're conscious about the feeling of your swing and the shot you're going to produce. So for me personally, I have a trouble where I go inside in the backswing, so I'm just making a conscious effort to go outside the line. All right, let's try and hit one close here. 3 birdies in a row would be nice. Straight at it. Surprised me. In. Oh. Whew. Could be in the hole.
Did that go in?
Might be in. I hope he got that just on the. Oh, geez. That must have gone really close to going in. It's trundled a little bit past the hole, but geez, it looked good in the air. Must have just. Can't even see the pitch mark. It must have gone straight past it. No, well, see if we can roll this in. Got another 20-footer. I'm used to those today. See if we can make 3 in a row. Something I like to do when I'm putting specifically is kind of. Tiger taught me this. He didn't personally tell me it, but watching him over the years is to break up your putt, and especially the last 4 or 5 feet of the putt. I kind of like to just hover the putter over the intended line and see. You can really notice where the last kind of foot of the break is gonna happen, whether it's gonna go that right to left or left to right, what you had already seen in your mind. Just gives you that little bit of extra feel. Generally, as the ball's slowing down, it's the most important part of the putt. All right, a little bit right to left. 3 in a row. Heart's beating. Turn. Oh, misread. I thought that was right to left. No, well, you can't have it. Can't have everything in life, Justin. You can't be good looking, tall, and hole every putt you look at, mate. You can't hole every putt you look at. But there you go, easy 4. The birdie streak's come to an end, unfortunately, but that's all right. We'll birdie the next. All right, we got a 353 metre par 4. Obviously, most courses, and this isn't the tightest course in the world, but you'll notice most times you don't have to hit driver. So I'm hitting a 4-iron here, just down the middle of the fairway. Get myself in play. Driver's too much club. Fine, straight up the middle. Oh, you see that bounce? Went sideways. All right, we got 156, pretty similar to the last hole. It's into the wind, uphill. It's probably playing like 165. I'm going to hit it a little bit. Well, I'm going to try and finish it just right of the hole. It's the place to be. We're on a big side slope. Something I do, especially in tour play, part of my routine is I'll come and walk in first, get an understanding of the lay of the land before I then go in, so you're not surprised at how much of a side slope it is. So because I'm on the side slope here, I'll aim a little bit more right than I thought. Oh, it's gone left off that lie. Pulled it, go. Ooh, first green missed in reg since the first hole, which was a bit of a nightmare. We're in a bunker, mate. You get a bunker shot.
Oh, yes. Finally.
First bunker shot ever, I think. All right, we were short left in the bunker here. Quite a deep bunker. Hopefully we've got a good lie. You can get some pretty gnarly ones in this one. I was trying to avoid it. Oh, we got lucky. It's not bad. Not bad. Freshly raked early mornings. Beautiful. Pretty deep here. Need to get this up and down. Can't be going back to even par after my nice couple of birdies. There's a little rock there, might remove. Popped it out all right. Hopefully it's run out next to the hole. Too bad. Little right to left uphill. Need this for par. Oh, just snuck it in the left edge. Easy up and down. Good to get out of that bunker with a 4 there. That was pretty tough. Can be trouble. I've seen people make easy doubles from down there. You can very much easily blade it over the green. Yeah, you probably would, either there or up in those trees over there somewhere. They were easy. You could take a 10 if you weren't careful.
All right. I get it.
Yeah, but this par 3 is 185. We got 165 of the pin. The pin's on the front. There's a little backstop of the hole. This can play pretty tough if the pin's at the back, but this is an easy pin placement. I'm just going to hit a knockdown little 7-iron. We're going to try and hit it straight at it. If it hits the backstop and comes down, we'll fade. Oh, that's right at the pin. Be good. Oh! Come back off the slope. Come back. Nearly dunked it, but it's coming down off the slope. It shouldn't be too far away. All right, we had we nearly holed it in the air, and the backstop didn't really come into play. The pin wasn't as far back as I thought it was. Generally, it's kind of up where my ball is, and you can use that backstop to good effect. Pitch mark landed here. Obviously, with the downwind, it's and the dewy greens, it's jumped on a little bit, but I'm feeling this one. I've had this putt once before. It's a little bit downhiller. I'm seeing it kind of like travel left to right, generally in the first part, and then it straightens up, and it might go a little bit left to right even more at the end. Roll it in, get to 2 under. I've left it short in the jaws. Yeah. Got the mowers up there. Three foot, straight up the hill. All right, another par. Good to get away with a par. Although I hit a beautiful shot in, I thought I'd hold it in the air, but all right, let's go make a couple of birdies to finish with. And on a positive note, going into next week. All right, tight par 4. We go out of bounds on the left, but again, being a pro, we don't see that. I'm just, we do. That was a blatant lie. We do see it, but we try not to think about it and think about where we want the ball to go. So I'm going up at that bunker on the right. Again, I'm going to hit my fairway finder. I hit it majority of the time, that little low tee shot. Little fade. Overcut it a little bit, but that should hit the hill and come down. Yep, perfect into the fairway. Hopefully we get a good lie and we can hit wedge on the green. Hit it out of the middle, which was nice. your mate, him. Nah, he's all right. Good dude. Course marshal, they're always onto you. All right, we've got 107 meters to the pin. I always kind of like, if in this situation, I'll get the carry on the bunker. So I've got 94 carry on the front bunker. So I know I want to carry that. It's 119 to the back slope. So what did we say the pin was? It was 109, let's say, uphill. Get the, might hit a little wedge. Let's see if we can hold this. Get the wedge count, a little right to left slope, aim a little bit right of it. Draw it in there a fraction. Straight at it, could be a chance. Get right. Wow, just left of the pin, I think. Had a chance though. That wedge counts. Not look getting.
Now, let's get close.
Oh, zero from 3 maybe. I don't know, but probably it could be 0 from 2,000 at one point. But we'll give it our best effort. At least it makes me a little bit more positive hitting into green. Morning, how are you, mate? Good, beautiful day. Beautiful day to walk the dog on the golf course. Nearly hold that one in the air. Pitch mark's just behind it. Again, the dew, there's not much spin on the greens, the ball being wet in the fairways and then the dewy greens, but you'd think I'd learn, being seem to be long every hole, but at least I'm over the top of the pin. All right, this is kind of like a big left to right swinger, I think, here. Downhill. Be nice to hole leading into the last. Get some positive vibes going. No, a little bit right. Right and long, smashed it. I knew it was quick, but I had to give it a go. Just I wasn't going to be short there. Although I've left myself a bit of a kind of pressure putt, I suppose, which is a good thing leading into next week. I want to put myself under a bit of pressure. It's all about these kind of 3-footers. Something I say when I'm hitting putts in my head is back and through, or cat and dog, or something like that. Just keeps the stroke nice and I suppose in the correct motion. Nice tempo. This 3-word syllable, back and through, or cat and dog. Mates on tour are the New Zealanders. It's probably because they think I'm Sam, or Frodo Baggins, or whatever his name is. Samwise Gamgee. All right. 18th, beautiful par 4, picturesque, straight down the middle. We've got 405 metres. The bunker on the left is definitely in play, so I'm just gonna hit it right of it. Again, my go-to is just like that low tee fairway finder. I find if I can just get it in the fairway, I can generally make a birdie at some point. Let's go straight to the Moonah Link sign on the building there. Nice little fade, straight at the sign. All right, we got 159. I've had this yardage 3 times today, pretty much, give or take. It's into the wind. I might fiddle a little 6-iron in there. I would normally hit no wind, it would be an 8-iron, I think, but into the wind. This hole, it generally plays longer, the second shot, than normal. I want to get it up there, make a birdie. Gonna go straight at it. Oh, it's a little bit short and right, I think. Little play, it's on the green, but not the best shot I've ever hit. There was a little downslope there, I caught it a bit thin. Things I do after I play, if I hit a bad shot, I generally have a practice swing and try to feel what a good one would be before I walk away. I learned that from Sergio Garcia back in the day. It just gives you that mental clarity to move on to the next and not be dwelling over the last shot, I think. All right. It's a little bit short, but we're on the dance floor there. Let's see if we can hole a bomb to finish with. Go into next week with some positive vibes. It's not ideal. I actually fly in on Wednesday of the tournament this week, starting on Thursday. I'll be coaching a few of you guys on Monday and Tuesday. Get your swing all sorted before I head off to look after mine. Weather turned out beautiful in the end today. Still cold and windy, but that's the Mornington Peninsula sometimes. All right, seeing this uphill, there's quite a big tier here. Levels out. It's pretty straight. Kind of looks like it's going to go a little bit left to right at the end. Let's commit to this one. Never up, never in. See it falling in that front door. Giving a good chance. A little bit short and left. That's all right. We'll take a 4 here. It's a tough hole. Anything over 400 generally is a tough hole, especially the last hole, 18th hole of a golf course. Pars are always a good score. It brings you back the next time. Easy. Well, thanks for coming along for the first 9 holes. Getting ready for the tour event next week out in Adelaide, South Australia, in the McLaren Vale. I think it's going to be televised on KO and Fox Sports, so if you're keen into watching, get along and I suppose come and watch us for the next 9 next week. Okay.